It's late, tired, and it's humid as fuck right now, but that will not stop us from watching this brand new series from Marvel Studios on Disney Plus. This is Loki. Yes, Loki finally getting his own show. As you can see, I got my Loki pop out here. As usual with these Disney Plus shows, they're going to bring out probably a better one of Loki in a badass suit towards the end. But for now, this is what we got. I'm still waiting on my Scarlet Witch pop from WandaVision. You know, the Scarlet Witch of her floating with her costume on. I'm still waiting on that. As well as the Captain America, well, the Sam Wilson Captain America pop. I'm still waiting on both of them. Even though I ordered them from a fucking Australian website and it's taking longer to get here, and they've already been delivered to the shop in town. So I'm just thinking, why do I not just cancel that and go get the Falcon Captain America one from town? So yeah. So this is going to be a brand new series. Unlike the other ones, I think this has already been confirmed for a season 2. I think. Let me fact check that. A second season is in development already. It's already been confirmed for season 2, and that was before the first episode even dropped. They've got some plans for Loki. Oh wow. But I think the family's back from shopping. It's not the best time for them to come back. They're probably going to want me in a sec for unloading the shopping. Let me just go see if they do. Turns out it wasn't them. Apparently someone else is banging around in the house that I don't know about. So that's fun. We've got ghosts or thieves. Neither will stop us from watching this episode. I know this is the Loki from after Endgame, when he stole the Tesseract, thus corrupting time, and now he's landed here. It may appear that Loki is messing with time here, but he could always just go back. Like, is it me, or did Loki, from going from Avengers to being a villain to Thor Dark World, he seemed a lot more cooperative and less villainy in Thor Dark World. He seemed a lot more cooperative, I'm saying. So, is this show where he learns that, where he learns to be a bit more humble and do better? And at the end of this show, does he go back to the events of the first Avengers and lets himself be taken to Asgard as a prisoner? Like, in Endgame, he left after the Avengers caught him, but at the end of this show, does he go back there because he's learned his lesson and knows that he needs to be punished for it? Either way, I'm happy to see more of Loki. We originally thought that opportunity was taken from us by Thanos in Infinity War, when he was killed off so quickly, which I called before Avengers Infinity War came out, because I remember that for Infinity War they released posters of like all of the characters, but they didn't release one for Loki, even though we knew he was going to be in it, and he wasn't even in the Avengers Infinity War poster either. So, and I thought, like, Loki's too big of a character to leave out of the poster unless he's in it for such a small amount of time, which he was. He was in it for like 5 minutes and then he was dead. So, but we've got more Loki now, and this is going to be a more villainous Loki, as opposed to the anti-hero Loki that we're used to. Maybe a quick update as well. I might have the opportunity tomorrow to purchase an autograph. Tom Hiddleston is available, but that's not the one I'm going for. I'm going for his brother. Yes, I have the opportunity tomorrow to purchase Chris Hemsworth's signature, which is part of my bucket list, to purchase all 6 of the original Avengers signatures. You can see I've got a few up there. I've got Hera from Star Wars Rebels, Troy Baker as the Joker, Wong, and Jar Jar Binks, Ahmed Best. I've got a few more. I've got Anthony Daniels C-3PO around here somewhere, and in a little folder under there I've got a bunch of other people as well. Actually, I just purchased one a few weeks back and it arrived today, so let me show you that. It's not Disney or Star Wars. It's not Disney or Marvel or anything like that, but it's something that's very dear to me. So, yeah, have a look at this. Orlando Bloom's signature. And as a part of Lord of the Rings, it is very dear to me. So, that's also on my bucket list as well. To get the original 6 Avengers and to get the 9 Fellowship of the Ring members as well. So, I've already got John Rhys-Davies as Gimli, and now I've got Orlando Bloom, so that's 2 out of 9 for the Lord of the Rings ones, and possibly 1 out of 6 tomorrow with Chris Hemsworth. Just so you know, Chris Hemsworth is charging $250 for this signature. Tom Hiddleston is charging $295 for his, which, when I first thought about it, I didn't really think that was fair. Like, how is Tom Hiddleston charging more than Chris Hemsworth? But then I remember that Tom Hiddleston has been in a lot more things than Chris Hemsworth. He's a bit more of an established actor. Natalie Portman was also on that list. She is charging $550 for a signature, for an autograph. What? I mean, I get that she's a huge actress, and she's a very good actress, but what the fuck? $550? I don't even know if I'd pay that for Robert Downey Jr. himself. I'd be hesitant to pay that for Sam Jackson or The Rock. Never mind Natalie Portman. Jesus. But yeah, I think I've talked too much about other things that are not connected to Loki right now. So let's just get into Season 1. There will be a Season 2, Episode 1. The premiere of Loki. Starting now. Oh, and just so you know, the full length to this will be on my Patreon and it'll be free. The premiere is going to be free. So if you want to watch the premiere full length, it will be free on my Patreon. But it'll be going back to the regular prices from now on after that. But the premiere is free, so enjoy that. The family really is back now, so let me just go and see them. It's kind of emotional seeing Tony now after the events, well, during, but after the events of Endgame as well. Bye-bye! Just like Tony when he got up in the desert right at the beginning of the MCU.
Variant identified.
I beg your pardon.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh?
You're now moving at 1/16 speed, but feeling all that pain in real time.
Oh, ouch.
Your little job, how you like that?
Well then. It's just embarrassing now, Loki. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Hang on just a minute.
Oh, thank God he's clothed again. Kitty!
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
What?
I can't remember what I said yesterday.
Sign this too.
Stop talking, Loki. I know it's hard. I'm surprised he's actually going along with this.
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
What? To my knowledge. Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
Right. Well, this is moment of truth, Loki.
Take it, take it. There's only 2 of us in here.
Take A.
This is the most awkward thing in the world when you have to go along that zigzag queue line when there's no one else there. It's the most awkward thing.
This is a mistake. I shouldn't be here.
The all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline.
Look at this old
This
school
sacred
animation.
Timeline. Stepping off your path created a Nexus event, which left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war.
Okay.
The TVA has stepped in to fix your mistake and set time back on its predetermined path.
Old school animation, I like it. Did they change the aspect ratio? I didn't notice. I thought that guy might die.
Thanks for visiting the TVA.
It was in your pocket, Loki. There we go.
Du säger kaffis.
The devil. The devil made me do it.
Absolutely not, you have the wrong person.
Oh, really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they travelled through time. No doubt in a last-ditch effort to stave off my ascent to God King.
No, exactly.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
Please, God, show Loki everything he's about to do.
Have a look.
Wow. This looks
I thought
amazing.
there was no magic here. There isn't.
Wow. Look at this place.
This place is a nightmare.
That's another department. Now that department I'll help you burn down.
Nightmare. This must be really bad for Loki to be completely at the mercy of people he clearly sees beneath him.
Go on, have a seat. I specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants.
Like myself.
No particularly dangerous variants. You're just a little pussycat. I got a set of questions for a sampling of your greatest hits, if I may.
Uh-oh.
You sure do lose a lot. Might even say it's in your nature.
You know, things didn't turn out so well for the last person who said that to me.
Coulson.
Phil Coulson.
Oh!
Did the Avengers come together to literally avenge him by defeating you?
Little solace to a dead man.
Perhaps spread the word that he's not dead.
Miss,
Yes, Mr. Cooper.
you might want to take a look at that note.
Loki was D.B. Cooper. This is mad. Incorporating Loki into real history like this.
I was young and I lost a bet to Thor. Where was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men?
Well, we were right there with you.
I know what this place is.
What is it?
It's a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. A desperate attempt at control.
If you hadn't picked up the Tesseract, you would have been taken to a cell on Asgard.
Showing him what he's not gone through yet.
Please, don't make this worse.
What is this? This is nonsense. More tricks. It's never even happened.
Not to you.
Not yet, it hasn't.
Yeah.
Always so perceptive about everyone but yourself.
And then the Dark Elves attack the palace, and you think you send them to Thor,
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
but instead you send them...
Oh, never tell.
Do you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother? You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. That's how it is, that's how it was, that's how it will be. All so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
Loki was meant to bring them together. It must be hard finding out that your whole purpose is to make other people better.
What? Infinity Stones? I have these.
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweight.
He's starting to realise this place is actually as it says. He's believing it now.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
Bro! He's a good actor, isn't he?
I love you, my sons. Remember this place.
He's such a good actor.
Well, maybe you're not so bad after all, brother.
Maybe not.
Thank you. If you're here, and I'll give you a hug.
He's gonna see his own death. And a file.
What's so funny?
Glorious purpose.
I don't enjoy hurting people. I don't enjoy it.
This is the most genuine we've ever seen him.
It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
The desperate play for control. Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the god of mischief to help you stop them.
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon?
What?
Wait. Someone's out there.
That's creepy. Oh! I'm guessing that's the credits. Yeah. But good God, what an interesting show this is. Let me just stop the recording and then start again, just because I don't want this video to be too long. What such an interesting concept. Oh, I'm definitely going to be watching so many reactions to this. Ooh, to take Loki when he was probably at his worst and then show him everything of what's to come. That's the major focusing point for me, is Loki knowing everything that's going to happen. He's seen the events of Thor Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War. He's seen it all. Well, I mean, he went fast forward through a lot of them, but apparently he was DB Cooper because he lost a bet. Like, when I saw that in the trailer of him being DB Cooper, well, I didn't know it was DB Cooper at the time, but him jumping out of a plane, he said, "Brother Heimdall, you better be ready." And I'm thinking, like, why would Thor and Heimdall be helping him now after the events of the first Avengers film? Why would they be helping him now? But that was a flashback to when he was with them before he turned, sort of. So he lost a bet with Thor, and he had to be DB Cooper. Well, obviously he had to just do that. He had to pull off a heist and then escape, which eventually turned out to be the legend of DB Cooper, the guy who jumped out of a plane with all this money and was never found. This TVA, I wonder, because obviously DC has a show called Legends of Tomorrow, in which the first season of that, there is the Time Masters who oversee the timeline and have to correct things when they go the way they're not supposed to. I wonder, did the Time Masters come first? Because we know that DC and Marvel can sometimes copy from each other. Which one came first, the Time Masters or the Time Variation Authority? The Time Variance Authority. To me, it sounds like the Time Masters came first, simply because it's a more basic name called the Time Masters, whereas Time Variance Authority sounds like sort of an improvement or an upgrade on that name. So in my experience, when something sounds more basic is when that means it's the older one. But I could be wrong. I could be very wrong on that. Maybe someone can put in the comments which one came first. And apparently the Avengers were supposed to travel through time, which Loki immediately caught onto. I love that he caught onto that the Avengers travelled through time to collect the Infinity Stones. I love that he caught onto that. Apparently that was supposed to happen. They were supposed to do that. It wasn't to stop Loki, though, unfortunately. It was to stop something a lot worse. Or rather undo something that was a lot worse. They have a lot of Infinity Stones in the TVA. Using Infinity Stones as paperweights. Imagine the amount... Well, they've got no power there, but imagine that many Infinity Stones outside where they actually work. Ooh, but yeah, I think this was the first time I actually felt sorry for Loki, really. Because he's seeing all this shit that he's going to do. He's seen the bad things and then he's seeing his death. Like, I don't know, just to think that you made something happen that caused your mother's death. And he inadvertently caused Odin's death as well, maybe, I don't know, that's still up in the air. But to know that he's going to cause all this stuff and in the end he's going to die. It's the first time I've felt sorry for Loki. And Tom Hiddleston pulled it. He absolutely pulled it off. He's such a good actor. I've never seen him act like that as Loki, ever. Like, when have we ever seen Loki, like, proper emotional? This was the most genuine we've ever seen him as a character. When he's... And he full-on admitted that he doesn't like hurting people, he doesn't like causing pain, but he's giving off this... It's part of the illusion. He's trying to make... He knows he's weaker than others, but he's pulling off this illusion that he's absolutely dangerous to make people afraid of him. And he admitted that himself. Already building Loki up so much as a character. When you think that he was a good enough character as he was, this is just putting layers upon layers on top of him, making him so much more interesting. And it already looks like it definitely looks like he's already getting more humble. So is this going to lead to eventually... I don't know, because in this mindset, is he going to want to go back? Does he want to go back and cause all that bad shit if he's on a redemption path? Like, if he's on this redemption path, how does he go back knowing that he's going to cause all that pain and suffering and death? Obviously, when this show was on the Disney Investor Day, Kevin Feige told us that this was a crime thriller, and it looks like the TVA is hunting what seems to be a serial killer who's travelling through time, just killing off the TVA. That last scene was brutal. Just dropping that creepy silhouette of the hooded figure, and then just dropping the lantern and burning them. Ooh, that could be something from a horror movie. But apparently it's Loki. I don't know, doesn't seem like it. Like, if it was Loki, they would have just shown his face in that last scene. But yeah, that's what tells me it's not Loki, because if they say the person we're hunting is you, and then we see the person that's supposed to be hunting, why would they not just show us his face if it was Loki? So it's got to be someone else. I know I should probably be talking more about this episode, but I can't really think of anything. Nice little comedic moments at the beginning of him being introduced to the TVA for the first time. Stripped naked, and then putting clothes, and then having to sign that this is everything he's ever said. I can't remember what I said fucking yesterday, never mind, ever. Plus, if it's everything you've ever said in your life and you're supposed to be a god thousands of years old, surely that list would be bigger. But, yeah, just very interested in this show. It's not as confusing as WandaVision, and it's not so straightforward as Falcon and Winter Soldier is. It's somewhere in between. Like we said, it's a crime thriller, so there's got to be an essence of mystery to it. So it's a murder mystery, really. So we'll just see where that takes us. How interesting, really. Ooh, yes, I'm enjoying this. I think there was pretty much zero action in this first episode. Like, no battle scenes or anything. But then again, from a Loki show, I'm not really expecting that. I think that's all we've got for the premiere of Loki. As I said, this will be available for free on Patreon, full length. And yeah, obviously every episode after this will have to be paid for, unfortunately. But this premiere will be for free. You'll be able to have it for free, so enjoy that. But yeah, maybe put in the comments below what your thoughts are on this show, because this is going to be interesting. They name dropped Nightmare. So what, like in the middle, they name dropped Nightmare. So, and I saw somewhere that apparently this show name drops like the next big Thanos level villain. Nightmare was the only one I picked up on there. So I'm really interested to see Nightmare. He's a Doctor Strange villain though, but whatever. I assumed it would be Dormammu, but that's a Doctor Strange villain as well. Or Galactus or something. But if it's Nightmare, then I'm all for that. Fair enough. But I thought he was going to be the villain of Doctor Strange 2, but apparently that's not the case. Anyway, yeah, that's all we've got for this week of Loki. An excellent premiere. So fun. But not action-packed. Still fun, though. Anyway, that's all we've got for this week of Loki. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye! This show is glorious.